Hello everyone, this is Gorax. In today's video I'm going to show you how to do Flame Domain level 5 and how to do Tempest Domain level 4. I believe these are the two most difficult domains and you definitely want to do that today because tomorrow we unlock level 70 beyond. That's where we'll have journey level 21. So you want to have enough to push your Vortex team to level 90 and your Goblin team as well. We're using the Rook's Aura here. No food again, remember, that's important. That's the equipment. We'll need to manually cast on the boss. When you do it on auto, the boss will desync. And this is very important artifact here because it gives us almost 20% increase of the duration of Felocia's shields, which help us. Okay, so here we are at the boss and I'll explain the rotation as it's very simple. You need to make sure Felocia has full energy before you get here. You want to shield here, which will cover, the shield is quite huge because we have Enlightenment Chest that covers the two skills that do a lot of damage. Then we spawn the ads, we use Rippercast to apply all the debuffs, we follow with Whisk, and we finish off with Rook. As I said, if you don't have Whisk or Rook, use your two best damage dealers, but follow this strategy and you will pass it through. I use Scenario to make sure he heals before I shield with Felocia. So we have full HP here, we have two shields here, again showing you that we don't really need Scenario. We could bring any other healer or someone to add extra damage to the team. And there we go, Whisk this, and just because I had him from the domain, we're gonna use him. And again, Felocia with this extra increased shield duration is quite good enough. You can bring in Fur buff or whatever, really just an extra healing in case you need it. And obviously the attack down also helps against the boss's damage, so the shield stays longer, it doesn't get depleted so fast. And if your Rippercast misses, you end up with one ad staying for far too long. So we know the boss will get a buff now, because if you don't kill the little dragons, the boss gets a buff, and he's got the worst one. Recharge speed increase, but since the rotation is long enough, we can easily just wait for this to spawn again, and hopefully this time around Rippercast will not let us down. He didn't, and Rippercast is a hero you can get from the Horn if you're lucky enough, or the Starlight Dice, so high chance of you having it in Season 4 especially. If not, then you will get it eventually. And just bring someone who can apply at least 2 debuffs plus the Witch's Remain that will get rid of all the stacks on the boss. I could actually in this rotation finish the boss, but let's just show it again. Rippercast ultimate, all the buffs applied, your enabler, then your damage dealer, and just in case any kind of healing here to make sure your team survives. You don't need that invincibility as long as your team is full HP before this happens, and then just finish off the boss within this rotation. Okay, so we got to the boss and there's 2 heroes that we need to manually cast. First, our debuff immunity. We need to wait close to the boss casting this the first skill to make sure the debuff immunity lasts long enough for us to avoid it, and then we just heal after the burns, and then we can put Fenja on manual. Now, if you're using Mithracy, then you need someone to apply ultimate reduction, otherwise you will be out of sync because her ultimate is so long, the cooldown on her ultimate is so long. However, I'm using Mithracy only because I don't have Catherine. Catherine will work here very well as well. She will ensure we have this debuff immunity with a shorter cooldown, so you don't need Theodemir to reduce the ultimate meter, because it will happen sometimes when you're out of sync and your team will die. But if it does not happen and you have Fia as well, Fia, Catherine, all work. Damage dealers, you can bring anything really, as long as they do good single target damage, you will be all good. And again, quite crucial, make sure you have that second healer in as well to heal before the boss ultimate to ensure you are at full HP and nothing dies. Just look at this, and now the boss will be dead. I'm just even gonna use it now because the rotation is finished. So let me quickly show you the equipment. So the equipment is nothing spectacular. As you can see, I'm basically focusing on having enough accuracy and surviving the waves. Mercy with Hourglass, because as you can see, these are all the heroes with debuff immunity, and I don't have Catherine, who would be amazing here. If you have Fessa, she will work as well, but that means you'll need to get some extra source of healing in the meantime as well. Fia, again, very good choice. Low cooldown, so you don't need anyone with recharge speed penalty to ensure we hit this. Then we have damage dealers. I use Percunte and I use Orfina because I'm going to use them through almost all of the content, but any single target damage dealers, basically any damage dealers really, because you could see that it took me only 2 minutes to clear. And I'm not even using Witch's Remains in this team, so I have no defense penalty and it just works really well. Again, the most important thing is to time manually cast your debuff immunity and have a second healer to help survive. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. As always, thank you for watching, stay safe, bye!